is you have a really good vantage point. It's nice up here. It's a little bit windy, but the sun is feeling good. Heading for Bozeman. Alright, man, here we are at the airport. Heading to Bozeman. We got Mitch with his camo boots on. Just got our car. Got to run and get some supplies. This is our rig for the week. Not a bad looking unit. Let's head to Sportsman's Warehouse or wherever they sell hunting stuff. We just got our groceries. We're heading to Murdoch's.
I haven't drank one of these in about 10 years.
Mitch dog is getting revved up on a red dog. So, heading to Murdoch's. Murdoch's, check. Now we gotta run to REI and get a sleeping pad. Then we're hitting the road.
Yep.
Just got the Dillon dogs. Gonna grab some Pizza Hut. And then we're heading out to the mountain. We made it to the trailhead. Just got our stuff all loaded up. How you feeling, Mitch?
I'm ready.
Got about 6 miles to hike in, so
8 p.m.
8 p.m. We'll be there about 10:30. We're about 2 miles deep. Mitchell's jet boil or
Water's frozen.
frozen solid. But I know you guys can't see it. But these stars are just popping. It's so cool out here. Quiet. There's only one set of tracks in and out of here with the snow. So we're doing all right. While Mitchell tries to unfreeze his steel here, I'm just over here having a moment. Just taking it in, man. What a day. This morning we were in Minnesota, jumped on a plane. Now we're out in the middle of nowhere, Montana. To get here, you just go down that one dirt road. And then once you get to the end of it, you just keep walking until the trail stops. Got our tent set up. Just had dinner, sipping tea, enjoying the heat. Not a bad way to end the day. Started off this morning at 4:30. It's 12:30 the next day, so long day. Good times. All right, man. Thursday morning. Just got up, got the fire going. Mitchell woke up cold. What's the real feel temp outside, Mitch?
It's gotta be -20.
We're looking at negative digits. So, oh man. But look at this gold. Look at this gold right here. Alright, man. It's early. We don't know what time it is, but it's early. It's cold. We got the bite out of the air with the stove. Got coffee brewing. Elk are starting to move, man. I gotta take a dump. It's gonna be a good day. Energy levels are just starting to climb. The stove is just a lifesaver, and energy levels are stinking. We're excited. All right, it's full daylight. We just got to our glassing knob. We got a good vantage point. Oh, what a chooch. What a chooch getting in here. Beautiful. I'm just throwing a wild guess out there, but we're probably talking single digit temperatures out here on the mountain. The elk gotta be moving because it's so cold. But naturally we're moving too because it's so cold. And it's windy. So far we've seen one deer up here. Way up in that wall. So we're gonna hike up, get to the top top of that and keep doing some glassing, baby. Gotta love it. What we found out so far is water freezes.
When it's below freezing.
We've kind of been having issues with our water situation, but we're making do with what we got here. Well, as soon as we get to where we want to glass, we get socked in. So we're just hanging out. Gotta love it. All right, man. Mitch, what's the update?
Well, it's lunchtime. Ramen noodles.
We got snowed in, so we went and cut some tracks for a while. Saw a few sets. Now we're just tucking into the tree here, having lunch, living large with some top ramen. Top ramen, baby. Welcome back to Ridge Runners. Sitting at the top here. Just perfect glassing weather. Can't see nothing, but it's pretty. What do you think there, Mitch?
Yeah, can't beat it.
Hot dog. We're supposed to be glassing. I don't know what to think. One thing about being up at the ridge is you have a really good vantage point. You know, you can glass. But the thing that's not so great is it's so cold. The wind is whipping. Just nasty. It's buck wild and nasty is what it is. That's all there is to it. Hopefully we can get some eyes on some elk here before dark. Made her back to camp. We got our deluxe chicken and rice percolating. Mitchell's doing some, what is that?
Beef stroganoff.
And some ramen.
Ramen.
The real winner out here on the mountain is these crackers. Everybody chirps at me about how they're gonna break and crack and crumble when the mountain house gets pulled
How
out.
about one of those?
When the mountain house gets pulled out, man. Oh my goodness. You just put just a tiny little bit of, just like that. Pop it in the hatch. That's so good. Day 2. Early morning here, getting ready to eat some food. Energy levels are just not where they were yesterday morning. Gonna be good. Or what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was cold last night. I think the key is to have a warmer sleeping bag than your buddies, so you don't have to stoke the stove. I had the colder sleeping bag.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, we're sneaking strategizing over our cup of coffee on what our game plan is for today. There's a lot of hiking yesterday. We saw I think we saw four or five sets of older elk tracks, so they're up here. But we're gonna try to, not far from camp, there's a spot we can do some glassing. See if we can see some elk moving. Right now, I'm probably at like a 6, and I should be higher, so just keep moving, keep pushing forward here. Day 2 out on the stinking hill. Excitement levels have hit an all-time high. Check it out. We got snow last night, and these are fresh elk tracks. Instead of trailing them and potentially screwing it up, we're gonna hike up here. There's a meadow up here and just try to glass his face and see if we can't see him. And we'll just start ninjaing in on him. Mitch is camera shy, but he's so wound up.
Red bone and a blue tick now.
Red bone and blue tick out here, man. We got a trail of mid-morning check-in. Mitchell talked me into keeping the binocs in the case and just trailing this elk. We're just working in on him.
The dung is frozen, so it's at least an hour old. That's all we know at this point.
Yeah. Yep, that's all we know. I'm starting to think about what I'm gonna eat when we get off the mountain. I think I'm gonna go with a full rack of ribs with some sweet potato fries. Yeah, still on the track here. He's moving quite a way, so we decided to stop and take a little food break. Mitchell's munching on some trail mix. I figure one bite of trail mix is about 15 minutes of hiking energy. Good stuff. Still on this elk track. Starting to go up the hill now, up the mountain. Hopefully we find his bed. Then we'll go into stealth mode. Here's a field report. We started this morning chasing that elk way the heck down there. We trailed it. And then it comes up here, and the sucker goes all the way up to the top. This side is out of our unit, so we can't hunt over there. So this is a pretty good spot, I guess. We'll just hang tight and see what we can see with the binocs. Hopefully we get eyes on a different critter. Breaking news. I want it to be known that Mitchell's been huffing around his Folgers instant coffee, and even a Wolf Laker turns into a coffee snob after a couple of days hanging out with Mr. Starbucks. Or what?
We got backup anyhow.
We got our machine here ready to go, just boiling water, and we'll do the drip. We're living large up here on the mountain, man. Field report. We saw some elk tracks, fresh. Mitchell went investigative mode on me, and he said that their butt nuggets were crusty on the outside, soft on the inside. That's kind of where they went. Instead of mindlessly chasing after them, we just came up this side and we're glassing for them. Day in the life of a guy chasing elk. Just glad grocery stores sell meat. Popping on here to give a special thanks to Momofuku Andu for inventing ramen noodles. This stuff has been keeping us going these past couple of days. Last light. I think this is where we're gonna come in the morning for glassing. A good spot to glass from. When you get back to camp at night, there's what they call chores. Got firewood. We went and got water. Then we'll get the fire going in the tent. Today was a long day. A lot of miles. Not a lot of elk. One more day tomorrow. Check out the Taj Mahal. Just a beaut. Final morning. Just woke up, got the fire going. Mitchell's doing his morning stretches. How do you feel about this morning, Mitch?
I feel good.
Gonna be a good day. Made it to our glassing knob. Looking like it's gonna be a really good morning glass. Get as much glassing in as possible before the clouds come. So far, nothing. It's just cold, man. That wind is relentless. Been up here for about an hour and a half. And it's just like, it's cold. Just broke down camp. We made an audible. Decided there's no elk up high. So we broke down camp. We're gonna kind of hunt our way back down and hunt down lower this evening. The herds are down lower, so we're gonna go see if we can't chase those rascals down. One of the battles of being up here is this phone case. I'm always pulling it off, going like this, making sure the lens is clean, because there's nothing worse than a video that has a blur in the screen. We've been convinced that the bears are in hibernation. They're not. Look at that little humdinger. And look at that. Elk tracks. We were supposed to go back towards the truck, but somehow we ended up back at the top of the ridge. We were way down at the bottom of that.
Back at 9,600 feet.
Got like 3 miles down to the vehicle. Wishing we had our snowboards. Would just be a nice glide all the way down. Alright, last day, last light. Just kind of sitting in this meadow at the bottom of the mountain range. Just seeing if anything comes out of this timber over here. Last hoorah, so hopefully something pops out here. Got about 10 minutes left.
We made it to the truck barely. Word on the street is they're getting 16 to 24 inches of snow.
Holy buckets.
Holy buckets.
We're getting out of Dodge before we get snowed in.
Oh, I got that window open a 1/4 inch.
Just to keep us from dying from fumes or what?
Yeah.
So here's our situation where
We got one more night in Montana. We're gonna sleep in the Compass for the night.
it's a little bit tight. Final morning, we're gonna just kind of hunt this hillside out of here. Do a little road hunting. What are you thinking, Mitch?
Yeah, it's a lot warmer than yesterday's morning stand.
There's not a lot of activity down in the valley, but you just never know. Can never be too sure. What a beautiful morning though. No wind out here. Got a moose on our morning hunt. See if you can get it to run, Mitch.
Bah, bah,
See if you can get it to run.
bah, bah,
Start talking like,
bah,
start dissing it.
bah, bah, bah.
Doesn't seem to be working. We're pulling out of the valley here. This is our last stop before we hit civilization. Is our wash up creek. The only problem is we forgot soap, so we're just gonna keep moving. Back in Belgrade, just at the gas station here. Only in Montana can you have your hunting equipment just sprawled out without raising eyebrows. Just getting packed up, heading to the airport. What are some, highlights from the trip, Mitch?
Just being out in the real rugged wilderness. When you're 6 to 10 miles back into the mountains with snow, I mean, there's something about it.
It's the real deal.
Yeah, it's real.
It's the real deal. Yeah, what a trip. Good company, good scenery, no elk. Let's do it again next year. All right, see you later.